Welcome to the Diversity of Thought podcast. I'm your host, Kwasi, and today I got my special guest host, my favorite host of all time, Sweet Baby Angel. Sweet Baby Angel, what up, babe?
Hello, hello.
So today we're going to have a conversation about Lena and Adam.
Mm,
This one might be spicy. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know, but Lena, she filed for divorce.
she did.
She sure did.
In
She filed for
April?
divorce. Yep. Nah, she just filed June
No,
1st.
no, in April. She
No?
filed for divorce.
It was April?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was June 1st because that's when it started talking about it. Okay.
Well, that's when she filed for separation. The divorce might have been then, but she filed for separation.
So explain to me the difference because I don't know. I thought it was the same thing.
I don't know what state, because obviously it's state specific.
It's California.
Oh, okay, so certain states, you have to file separation, and then you have to be separated for a certain period of time before you can file for the divorce. So it sounds like she filed for divorce, separation in April, and then in, what did you just say, June?
Yeah, June 1st.
June 1st, she filed for
Divorce. Oh, so that's how that work, right?
Yes.
So Adam and Lena has a child together. They have
a
a
5-year-old daughter.
Right? So I don't know if you understand. Do you understand the dynamic of their lifestyle?
I do. They have an unconventional marriage.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
She's a porn star.
Yes.
He's a YouTuber, content creator, but he came into the porn world since they started dating. Now, prior to the marriage and stuff, they used to engage in a lot of how do I say this, yo? They used to have
Unconventional sex.
a lot of conventional sex, right? So they had a crazy relationship. So recently they just get married. They've been married maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years.
They got married in 2023.
2023. Look at you informed.
I tried to.
So the 3 years in. So within the 3 years, right, they used to have a lot of threesomes and foursomes and fivesomes, but usually used to be a lot of women used to be involved. Recently they decided to open it up where she would have guys in her bed and stuff like that.
Anything beyond a threesome is an orgy, but continue.
Yeah, so she decided to spice it up a bit and she decided to bring men into the fold.
Nothing wrong with a spicy situation.
No, everything is wrong with a spicy situation, especially when you have a daughter. Everything is wrong with that. But anyway, so people were saying online like this was going to happen regardless. It was only a matter of time, right?
I agreed.
So you agree with that, right? So she opened up the door with Jason Love. Then she went to Johnny Sins and a couple other guys. I didn't want to call no names and stuff, but a couple other guys and stuff like that, right? So in my assessment, once you start to open that type of door, the relationship is doomed. Do you agree?
1000%.
1000%.
Yeah.
And why do you agree?
I feel like I am not judging people who decide to have unconventional marriages. Like I respect if that's your relationship dynamic.
Okay.
Who am I to be like, that's not the standard, right?
Yeah.
If it works for y'all, perfect.
Okay.
However, I think that once that door is opened and you start having threesomes that then transfer into orgies, now you probably make it you're giving the sign to your partner, who is also your life partner because you all are married.
Yeah, exactly.
That it's acceptable to engage in sexual activity with people outside of that person.
So I remember he had an interview where what's this guy named Tate? What's his name? Andrew Tate, right? At time he had he had a video conference with Andrew Tate and he offered his wife to Andrew Tate, and Andrew Tate was
did.
Yeah, Andrew was so disgusted and he read them. He read them crazy. You know what I'm saying? So he had no respect for him. And I understand this, right? This is what I gather, especially for men. A man's most prized possession, apart from his children, is his woman.
1000%.
His woman, And when you cross that line again to that space where this type of relationship becomes your norm, the relationship is doomed. People just try to settle like, oh my God, we're just having fun. And this is we spicing up our relationship and all that stuff. It's hard for you to maintain a level of respect and honor them vows. Marriage is very, very sacred, yo. Marriage is very sacred. Especially when you cross that type of lines and stuff and they're coming back. You can't walk that back. You can't backpedal.
No. But there are people who are doing it successfully. But we also know that there are a lot more people who are going through what she and Adam are going through, where they open that Pandora's box, and now it's like, oh, now I'm trying to walk this back. How do you do that?
And you know, the crazy thing about it is trying to sell it as a business decision. How could your wife nanny be a business decision, you know? Maybe I'm old school. I'm 46, so maybe I'm old school. But your wife nanny cannot be a business decision. I'm sorry.
Because I would say, I feel like, given where you are and where you're located in this world,
yes,
some people would find that completely acceptable, because it's like, yes, this is my woman, this is my wife. Yes, however, she does serve a purpose outside of that, and I'm okay with her having threesomes, i.e. sleeping with other men.
Oh my God. So imagine, I think about it, right? If my woman sneezes and a man say, God bless you, I will have a heart attack. But I'm not insecure. That's just my territorial energy, my Caribbean thing. My woman is my woman. You know, I feel that way about this. I couldn't understand Adam ideology. I just couldn't understand it, yo.
Yeah, I don't know if I can completely understand what's going on there, and I won't even begin to, because I've been married, but I've not been in this sort of. I was in a conventional marriage,
yeah, exactly.
And so it was no longer conventional, but not on the part of me. But that's a whole nother stuff.
That's all that stuff. You see, we're being transparent, we're being clear, because it's important for people to understand why we're standing on this hill right here. You know, me personally, Adam is Adam. Adam walks a line where he lives in a way where he has provocative conversations. I find him to be very disrespectful, because a lot of Chicago rappers and things go over there and he mocks their lifestyle, he mocks their journey and the treacherous nature of Chicago music and stuff. He mocks it. I think this is his karma.
So let me ask you this. How do you feel that, you know, like, I think the percentage of women typically initiate divorce, right?
Yes.
So she falls right into that category, right? She filed for divorce. So though she was the one who was engaging in sex with other men, she's the one who initiated the divorce, but he's the one requesting spousal support. So what's your take there?
I mean, to say the man, he created, but her leverage was she gets an allowance $3,000 a month, and that's what she said, how he was being financially savvy in the relationship and stuff like that. So I don't know how they're going to split that money, to be honest with you, because getting money from porn and trying to monetize that, I don't understand the dynamic of it. You know, I honestly don't understand the dynamic of it.
But do you have what's your take on him asking, right? She initiated the divorce, but she's not asking for spousal support, but she does want full custody of their daughter. And so in turn, he's asking for spousal support, right? This is a man who obviously at some point felt uncomfortable with their sexual arrangement.
I don't think you have he probably love this, you know what I'm saying? Man, I don't even understand how a man could go in there and sit through that. Hold a hand through it. Hey, babe, you're doing an incredible job.
But you also know people who have held hands.
Yes, I have.
And also said you're doing an incredible job being fucked on.
And when I heard that story, I was disgusted.
Congratulations. You're doing great work.
They're great work. Get the pat on the back. Come on, champ. You got it.
Nice work, buddy.
That's crazy. I didn't understand I could ask money for it, because, I believe in men should be men, right? Yeah, I stand on 2 feet as a man. I can't make money off a woman's back. I just can't do it. But to each his own.
So when you hear him asking for spousal support, do you feel like it's out of hurt, or do you feel like it's
definitely out of hurt? A hurt man reacts.
Like
a hurt man reacts. A hurt man don't lead in logic. They lead in feelings and emotions. You have to, if you live off emotion, if you act off emotion, you live with regret. So that's all emotion right there, But he had to live with that. He had to carry that cross. You know why? Because he was championing this whole relationship dynamic, knowing damn well you have a daughter, and eventually that will affect your child.
This is true.
That will affect your child. No matter how much money can't unlame you, because everybody view him as a lame and a goofy. Money can't unlame you, and this is the cross he has to carry.
It's just an unfortunate situation because here we are having a child in the middle of a very messy divorce, separation, and obviously we will turn into a custody battle is what it sounds like, because he doesn't seem like he's willing to relinquish his rights willingly, easily, I will say. It's just unfortunate because, like I've shared with you before, like I feel as though when people open a Pandora's box and you allow your marriage to then become unconventional, you can't start doubling down on what you feel is inappropriate or what's acceptable. I don't know how that goes. Marriage is sacred. It's conventional. The whole purpose of marriage is conventional. So then for those who are probably going to drag me for saying this, right? I'm not saying you can't have an unconventional marriage, but those two things are an oxymoron. Yeah,
it's oxymoronic. I put my use of the word oxymoronic. Let me ask you a question, right?
Yes.
You know, I want to do a deeper dive when it comes to the parenting. Does this make them unfit parents? Or no? Because this one is tricky, right? Because what they present to the world, especially when they show videos and stuff with their child and stuff, they look like incredible parents, to be honest with you. But does this type of dynamic make you an unfit parent? Because there's no way somebody can associate this lifestyle with good parenting.
True, but if we label them as unfit parents, there are a lot of unfit parents then, right? Would that not make 50 and Daphne unfit parents, right? Because while he's unknowingly this is happening, you're still a parent to this child where you know their other parent is engaging in things that are not acceptable.
This is a deeper conversation, but that's something we could think about. Because I would like to touch this on a different episode. But this is something for us to think about. Hey, it's crazy. God bless them. But this dynamic, this is his karma. Until the next episode, thank you, sweet baby angel, for being my favorite guest host. Yeah?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm blushing. I don't know why I'm blushing. The next episode, like, subscribe, and share. Peace. DotPod Reacts.
Ciao.